It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Ladies and gentlemen, lords and ladies, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing something a little different. We are doing Robert's Rebellion, playing as King Aery the Mad King himself, with all his awful traits, and we're gonna try and hold on, or just live as mad as we can. This might be a one-off, we may well lose very shortly, but I thought it would be a fun little playthrough just to roll as Aery. Interesting character. We'll see what happens. Let's just roll with it. So we start obviously on the Iron Throne, so it's not a difficult start in that sense, but it is difficult in that we face a big rebellion. So obviously Robert Baratheon, with his 29 Marshal, is going to be bearing down on us with the Riverlands, the Starks, and Aryns. We have in support the Reach and Dawn. Now, a saving grace will be to bring in Tywin, but he obviously hates us and is a rival. So we will see if he does actually join us. The ambition will be to win the war. That's the only thing that he can really do. Our son Viserys, we will put you to be trained by your brother, Rhaegar. So Rhaegar is the Lord of Dragonstone, the High Lord of Dragonstone. He has his famous armour, which is, in my opinion, should be of the equivalent of the Valyrian steel armour, just because it's for the cool factor, not necessarily for the lore factor, but in coolness. And he also has Rhaegar's harp. Married to Lady Elia of Dawn, so that's why Dawn is supporting us. He is also... oh, he's not our Master at Arms. I thought he would be. I mean, I'm probably gonna make him Master at Arms, to be quite honest. Hand of the King will be Lord Stokeworth. We have Grandmaster Pycelle. We also have Varys, a young Varys actually, 25, but still 36 intrigue, an absolute beast of a character. So without further ado, let's get going. Let's get the normal positions for our courtiers. If you can just perform statecraft for me, you can just oversee. After Prince Rhaegar took Lyanna Stark into his care, Brandon Stark had the temerity to demand his life. I have had him and his father rightfully executed, and now Eddard Stark, Robert Baratheon and his allies rise up against me. They will feel my fire. Let us summon the levies. Bring forth the royal armies, which will be led by my son, Prince Rhaegar. Which, funnily enough, the troops over here will need to be transported via boat. So let's pop you on. Come down here. The Valyrian freehold politics is dominated by 40 families of great wealth, high birth, and strong sorcerer's ability, known as the Dragon Lords. They spoke High Valyrian and had great skill in shaping stone, so we are obviously one of these. I am the blood of old Valyria. Have we got anyone of note? No. No one in our prison. All hail his grace, King Aery of the House Targaryen. I guess that's an automatic little coronation for him. The dishonourable Lady Lara Blackmont has failed to answer my calls. This is not good. We want as many lords to come to our aid as possible. Are you able to come on the ship? You are indeed. If you would kindly do so, and we will pop you all south to King's Landing. Now Robert has an excellent martial skill, so he is someone that we are going to need to be a little bit wary of. We also need to be concerned about what young Tywin is going to do. Ooh, donate to the guild. Support the Alchemist Guild by way of a generous donation in return for wisdom. Interesting. That's pretty cool. We can construct a flagship as well, but I think we'll save our money. We're not going to be disposing of the wildfire. Acquire ingredients. Your apprentice will accompany you on a trip to gather rare ingredients for your alchemical inventory. That sounds pretty interesting. Let's give that a go. Right, so my troops have, for the most part, made it to King's Landing. We had a little defeat at the hands of some of Robert's forces, but I think whilst he's a little weakened, we will send Rhaegar straight in with Alan Mossborough and Jacqueline, a gold cloak, to go and take him out in Woodmere. It's on plains, so he won't get any advantage, and this may well deal with Robert at an early stage. There are plenty of positions for us to appoint as well, so we will do that in due course. First, however, this battle. And Rhaegar is pregnant. Excellent. Presumably this should be Daenerys. Let's see how we do against the forces of Robert. Robert obviously does have... Whoa! He has tanked us completely. Right, that's not good. Totally destroyed my army. Oh dear, the Mad King, not good. But we have 4,000 troops assembled. We could potentially go into hiding, but let's not. Let's wait for the moment. We may have some aid coming from the Reach, which it looks like we do. There is a big old Riverland stack, though, which I'm not very excited to see. Dear old Rhaegar, despite your immeasurable skill, it looks like it is measurable against Robert, which is not the best for us. Let's go about maybe not. Let's wait until, if we can win the war. Right, let's go help you, because I don't want you to lose your forces, and if we can help you, then we will. So the Reach facing the Tully's Riverland forces. We're going to go in and reinforce them. Your Grace, it's come to my attention that nobody's been designated. Look, Stokeworth, it's, you know what, fine. Be the regent. If you want to be the regent, you can be the regent. Oh, interesting. So, my bones no longer stick out of my body. I've lost the malnourished trait. I didn't even spot that we had that. But in terms of our traits, we actually have quite a few strange ones. We've got uncouth. Grooming and personal care are not exactly priorities. That's gross. Fire obsessed. Tyrant. Also a lunatic. I wonder how much the big donation actually costs. Let's donate. Oh, it's 50 gold. Okay. Well, let's donate. We managed to defend against the Riverland armies there. Thank you for your support from the Reach. Let's see what Robert decides to do. We must also bear in mind, actually, that Aryn and Stark armies will undoubtedly be on their way. So it's very important for us to bide our time, protect King's Landing, protecting the king, let the Dornish come up towards us as well. I suppose then we don't really want to face Robert on a head-to-head battle. Oh, please, for the love of God, don't go over and face him. But you are, so I'm going to have to help you, although we probably won't get there in time. Let's see how he does, because if he does win, which it looks like he's not doing badly. Now he's doing badly. Viserys, you will be groomed for command, but I'm not going to overspend. Do we continue this? We shouldn't really, no. No. Fail. Don't commit. Do not commit. Stick there. He's got to cross the river if he wants to come and fight us. And meanwhile, these 8,000 troops may come back. Ooh, but there is a stack of 14,000. Yikes. Oh, please don't cross the river again, you great nonce. You're gonna do it, aren't you? I can tell he's gonna do it. Ah, good. Follow me over here. Might be more of a chance that way. Come on. I know you've got to cross the river, but we also have an Aryn stack coming towards us, so let's try and deal with Robert as quickly as possible. Much obliged. Right. Surely Robert cannot take 23,000. No, he can't. Good. We've had another son, Vagon. Excellent. So despite Aerys' poor demeanour and personal hygiene, he's still having children with his wife. I'm going to send you to Storm's End, and you are going to take Robert out for me, and Aerys may well survive this. We shall see. However, we do need to bear in mind there are plenty of armies coming our way. Where's Robert at the moment? He's in Galemont, so I suppose it's kind of pointless for me to sieging Storm's End because he's here. Or at least he was. Let's continue and try and take out some of these armies if the Reach army continues to follow us, which it looks to be doing. Might be that we need to stop. Right, Robert's getting a defensive bonus because why? The castle's impregnable. They're trying to siege King's Landing and we cannot let them. So I am going to have to try and relieve the siege here. Hopefully the Aryn army won't support. But Robert's on his tail, which is a pain. Come on, Rhaegar. You need to win this. I have a new heir. Does that mean Rhaegar's just died? Rhaegar has indeed just died and was killed by Robert. That's not great. So Aegon is now in charge of inheritance. That's a disaster. Rhaegar was slain. Well, that means the battle's going to be lost, isn't it? Ooh, that's a nasty turn of events for us. Make more bloomin' wildfire. Couldn't think what it's called then. Oh dear, this is not good. Well, that's all my troops gone. Every morning, especially when the weather is as splendid as it is today, you like to go out on your balcony, lean against the railing and take in a deep breath. The view from... oh dear. Are we about to get killed? We are indeed about to get killed. As you lean forward on the railing, you suddenly hear the sound of splintering wood. Who's killed me? Oh, quite a few people, to be honest. quite a few people. And that is the end of King Aery. Well, in fairness, I think we kind of suspected that it would go that way. So Aegon is now crowned, but I think it's pretty obvious he is not going to be winning. We've got no forces and got no support really. Enemy host approaches. Well, we'll say it's impregnable, but I think he's about to capture us. We will wait until the siege is done or the war is over. But the Mad King has not survived this. All the Freys failed to answer, and everyone is now running away from us. Sadly, this is the end. Lord Paramount Mace, nothing you can do. It's out of our hands, sadly. Although they're not besieging King's Landing. Where are the Dornish been this whole time? Well, maybe I shouldn't give up so quickly. It seems as though things continue. Moors Umber can join us. By all means, Moors. And Mothra Umber. Appears the Umbers are actually loyal to the crown. We're at 52% now. We're not actually sieging anything. But he's not sieging King's Landing as of yet. And if he's not sieging King's Landing, then we're alright. It seems to be sort of cat and mouse at the moment. Although there was a big defeat. What is Tyrosh doing? Tyrosh has had a slave raid on the Stormlands. Well, that's pretty fortuitous timing, really, for us. Who knows, maybe Aegon can survive a few days longer. I mean, with these stacks, though, it's not looking that great. But we'll see. Driftmark has been taken, but Tyrosh slavers... Oh, Tyrosh slavers have just been beaten back. We've taken back Wentwater. Let's go take back Hayford, shall we? They have taken Dragonstone from me, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, and they just took this back immediately. Right. Marry as you please. Wayfarer's Rest has joined us, which is good. Ah, here we go. Robert's stack has now descended on us. Stannis. Oh, I thought that was Stannis then, but no, it's a very young Robert. He has brought shame upon House Targaryen. We've received word that King's Landing, he's forced his way into my mother's chamber and tried to lay with her. What? That's outrageous. That's unbecoming of you, Robert. I think and fear this may well be the end. The Targaryens have no forces. We've got nothing left. We've got the Dawns down here, but they're about to get smashed by Robert as well. Sadly, when Rhaegar was killed, all hope was lost, and that is the 100%. That is the end of the Targaryen lineage. I hope you enjoyed that little playthrough. Merely just an attempt at Aerys. We had a bit of an unlucky roll there with the RNG in Rhaegar getting killed, but nevertheless, a nice little go. If you enjoyed that, please do consider leaving a like. Comment with any hints, tips, pieces of lore that you wish to share, what you think you would do differently if you were playing as Aerys. And subscribe for more content. Plenty of things coming out on the channel. We've got the new mud playthrough and plenty more. Let me know in the comments what other playthroughs that you might like to see. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.